Good morning. Today we are going to learn a few problems from exercise 2.1. Eighth problem. If D is the HCF of 32 and 60, find X and Y satisfying D equal to 32X plus 60Y. Here D is the HCF of 32 and 60. So first we have to find the HCF of 32 and 60. Here we are going to apply the Euclid's division lemma to find the HCF of these two numbers. So divide 60 by 32. Now we can write the 60 as 60 equal to 32 into 1 plus 28. The remainder here is not equal to 0. So again repeat the same procedure. 32 divided by 28. 128 is 28. Remaining 4. So 32 equal to 28 into 1 plus 4. Here also the remainder is not is equal to 0. So again repeat the same procedure. 28 divided by 4, 7 4s are 28, remainder 0. Now we can write this as 28 equal to 4 into 7 plus 0. Now we got the remainder as 0. Therefore, HCF of 32 and 60 is 4. The last step. The divisor is 4. So the HCF of these two numbers is 4. In the question it is given that D is the HCF of 32 and 60. Here we got 4 as the HCF of 32 and 60. So the D value is 4. And also given the form of D is 32x plus 60y. So we can write this as 4 equal to 32x plus 60y. Now the number 4 is in the form 32x plus 60y. We have to find the values of x and y. Now we have to write the number 4 in this format. Now look at this step. Take this as equation number 1. The equation number 1 is 32 equal to 28 into 1, that is 28 plus 4. From this step, we can write from equation 1, we can write this 4 equal to 32. Take this 28 to this side so that we will get a minus 28. Now we got 4 equal to 32 minus 28 from the step, from the equation 1. Now 4 equal to, we already know that 4 equal to 32x plus 60y. Compare these two steps. The left side is equal 4, 4. And here we have 32x. And here also we have 32 into something. That means 32 into 1 here plus 60y. So here in this place we need 60. Now, so we can write 32 minus, instead of 28 we have to write 60 minus something. So that the answer should be 28. So here we can write 60 minus 32. 60 minus 32 is 28. So instead of 28 we can write 60 minus 32. Now multiply this minus inside the bracket so that you will get 32 minus 60, minus into minus plus 32. 4 equal to, now here we have 32, 32, 2 32. So we can write 32 into 2 minus 60. Again compare this step with this 32 into 2. So 32 into x. In the place of x we got 2. Here we need plus, but here we have minus. So write 32 into 2 plus 60 into minus 1. Now we got the same step of this. 4 equal to 32 into 2 plus 60 into minus 1. Now from compare these two, this step and this step, we get x equal to 2 and y equal to minus 1. This is the answer. Next problem. A positive integer when divided by 88 gives the remainder 61. What will be the remainder when the same number is divided by 11? So here we need a positive integer. So let the positive integer be x. So we are taking the positive integer as x. This number x is divided by 88. So the divisor is 88. So that we are getting the remainder as 61. So we can write by Euclid's division lemma, when the number x is divided by 88, so 88 cube, we are getting the remainder 61. So plus 61. Now we have to prove the same number x is divided by 11. So what will be the remainder? We have to find the remainder. Here the number x is written in the form 88 cube plus 61. Here 11 is the multiple of 88. So here the 11 is the multiple of 88. So that this number 88 cube always divisible by 11. So now we have to check whether this number is divisible or not. Otherwise, if it is not divisible, what will be the remainder? We have to check that. So divide 61 by 11. 5 11s are 55. Remainder 6. Now while dividing this 61 by 11, we are getting the remainder 6. So 61 equal to 11 into 5 plus 6. Now we are getting the remainder 6. Therefore, the remainder is 6. Next one note. Two positive integers are said to be co-prime if their HCF is 1. If the HCF of any two positive integers is 1, then we can say that two positive integers are co-prime. Next problem. Prove that two consecutive positive integers are always co-prime. Here we have to prove two consecutive positive integers are always co-prime. It is enough to prove that the HCF of two consecutive positive integers is always 1. We know that HCF of two consecutive number is always 1. We already know that the HCF of two consecutive numbers is always 1. Therefore, the consecutive positive integers are always co-prime. Because the HCF of the consecutive positive integers is always 1. So it is proved. The next question is from unit exercise 2. First question. Prove that n square minus n divisible by 2 for every positive integer n. So here we have to prove that the number n square minus n is divisible by 2. Here we have two cases. First one, n is even. The second one, n is odd. So first case, if n is even, we know that if the number n is even, then the general form of n is 2k. Now n square minus n equal to, in the place of n apply 2k. 2k the whole square minus 2k, which is equal to 2k the whole square is 4k square minus 2k. Now here we can take 2k from both the terms. So take it outside, remaining 2k minus 1. Here instead of this we can write q or any other number. 2q, where q equal to k into 2k minus 1. Now from this step it is clear that the number n square minus n is divisible by 2. Now second case, if n is odd, we know that if n is odd, the general form of the number n is 2k plus 1. This is the general form of an odd integer. Now n square minus n equal to, in the place of n apply 2k plus 1. 2k plus 1 the whole square minus 2k plus 1. This is in the form of a plus b the whole square. Apply the formula a square. Here a is 2k. So 2k square plus 2 into a. Here a is 2k into b, that is 1, plus b square, that is 1 square, minus 2k plus 1, which is equal to 2k the whole square is 4k square plus 2 into 2, 4, 4 into k, 4k plus 1 square is 1. Here multiply this minus inside the bracket. So minus 2k minus 1, which is equal to 4k square. Here we have 4k minus 2k. So plus 2k plus 1 minus 1. So it is 0, which is equal to, from this step we can take 2k common outside. So remaining 2k plus 1. Here also instead of this we can write any other number, 2 into q, where q equal to k into 2k plus 1. So from this step it is clear that the number n square minus n is divisible by 2. Therefore it is proved that n square minus n is divisible by 2 for all positive integer n. Thank you.